Golf is deceptively simple and endlessly complicated. It satisfies the soul and frustrates the intellect. It is at the same time rewarding and maddening. And it is without doubt the greatest game mankind has ever invented. Well, whether you agree or disagree with these words, and far be it from me to disagree with the great Arnold Palmer who said them, there's no denying that golf is a game for all ages, sizes and skill sets. It's also a wonderful way to spend 4 or 5 hours out in the fresh air while getting some useful exercise at the same time. With so many beautiful parkland and links courses here in Ireland, the scenery can also be spectacular, offering us views to take your breath away. And then there's the wildlife. A couple of weeks ago on Wildlife Wednesday, I said I was thinking about linking my love of wildlife to my love of golf and wondering how I might go about it. It might seem strange to think of linking golf to wildlife, but what put the idea in my head was the fact that over the years I've come to associate certain golf clubs with different species of wildlife. Wildlife that I've come across while playing the courses at these clubs. I know there are a lot of people who think that golf courses destroy habitat and cause damage to biodiversity, but I tend to take a more positive attitude, believing they actually create ecosystems with trees and lakes and wild areas which are havens for various types of animals. But I'm not an expert on the subject. I'm just voicing my opinion, so I'll leave the argument to those who are more knowledgeable and more able and capable to discuss the pros and cons. My earliest related golf memories are walking with and watching my dad and his brother, my Uncle Morgan, playing their Sunday morning round in Castle Golf Club, Rathfarnham. I fell in love with the game at that time and love it still. And I'm lucky enough to get to play Castle a couple of times each year. And the one animal I come across almost every time I play there is the fox. And in actual fact, I come across foxes on quite a few courses that I play. Of course, there are other animals on Castle grounds, like badgers and rabbits, and of course birds. But the first animal that comes to my mind in relation to Castle is the fox. And one of my favourite locations to photograph foxes is just down the road from Castle Golf Club, on the River Dodder, where I grew up. So for today, I'm going to take a little look at a mix of golf courses, scenery, and the wildlife I associate with different clubs. And firstly, I'm going to give you a look at a clip typical of the beautiful scenery you'll find if you get to play on many of the wonderful courses in County Kerry. And I've inserted a red deer photograph near the end of the clip because Killarney, County Kerry, is the best location for red deer in Ireland. The next clip is a view from the 8 tee box on one of my favourite layouts, Wooden Bridge in County Wicklow, the Garden of Ireland. I've inserted a photo of a red kite with this clip because since their reintroduction to Ireland, red kites are regularly seen in this part of the world due to the fact that they have settled so well just 5 minutes down the road from Wooden Bridge in Avoca. Another bird I expect to see wandering the course at Wooden Bridge is the pheasant. By times I get the feeling that there are as many pheasants on the course as there are golfers. A slight exaggeration on my part, I agree, but you know what I mean. Wicklow, as I said, is called the Garden of Ireland, and I think this next clip will give you an idea why. The Sugarloaf dominates much of the scenery around North Wicklow, and for golfers, it adds a beautiful backdrop to many of the courses in the region, such as the 2 courses on the Powerscourt estate, Bray Golf Club and Dunleary Golf Club, from where this clip is taken. Another species I come across regularly while playing golf in Dublin and Wicklow is Sika deer. And one course in particular always brings these beautiful creatures to mind. Stackstown Golf Club, which is no more than 20 minutes drive from my home here in Tallaght. Stackstown, of course, is famous as having been the course where 3-time major champion Padraig Harrington honed his skills. And there's a beautiful trophy room dedicated to his achievements in the clubhouse, which is well worth a visit. The club also features a deer on its club crest. These next 2 clips of Sika deer are from the West Course in Powerscourt and Grange Golf Club, another famous Dublin club with yet another famous Ryder Cup captain as a member, Paul McGinley. I find it fascinating that 2 golfers from Rathfarnham, who went to the same school, played football together, and even played on Walker Cup together, went on to achieve such great success as professional golfers, including winning the World Cup together at Kiowa Island in 1997. Following the 2 Sika clips, I've added a short clip spanning across from the 18th at Grange to the first tee as a heron flies across in front of the golfers on the tee. They're everywhere. Herons, that is, not golfers. I began today's episode with me driving off from the first tee at Ballybunion Golf Club and from the 6th tee at Grange Castle. And I'm including this drive again because the final 2 video clips in this section are from Grange Castle and show a pair of mute swans leading their chicks in the wrong direction up the 8th hole. They obviously don't play golf. And the final short clip is of a fox also from Grange Castle who had come to investigate our group in the hope of getting some scraps of food. Before I leave you to enjoy today's slideshow, there are quite a few golf clubs with wildlife related stories which I haven't covered here. So maybe I'll come back to golf related wildlife stories again. But I have included photos in the slideshow from some of these, such as the hares and a fox from Hollywood Lakes Golf Club. But for now, I'll leave you to enjoy the selection of photos in today's slideshow. Well, thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to purchase a copy of From Sunrise to Sunset, you can follow the link below the video. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and wear a mask where necessary while continuing to maintain social distancing. We're not quite out of the woods yet. Take care, folks. Bye.